What's going on, everyone? I'm your host, Tyler Crux. We are back with another episode of Jedi Survivor. I am joined, like always, by...
What's up, nerds? It's Kohga Nightbane.
In the last
Let's keep
episode...
following the hot space switch.
Yep. And then at the end of last episode, we had to, go into a cave. Because there was a massive sandstorm.
Our spammel bucked us off.
Yep.
Another stem. Here you go.
And
Question...
then you punched an ATST in the face.
Yes.
That did happen, and yes, you did need to know that because it is important.
Well,
Yes.
we survived our first storm together.
Yes, we did.
I'm glad we got to see each
Yeah.
other again.
First literal storm.
Stay on Jeddah.
I don't know. But
One would argue that Nightmare at the
Not bad.
Inquisitorius was quite the storm.
Hyloon Saloon.
He named it after his great-grandmother.
Nothing's more important to Greece than family.
Almost. Yeah, some of the jumps on Jeddah are kind of hit or miss. It's never entirely your fault if you don't make it. It's just the dimensions are weird.
Yeah.
She's running up it, you're fine.
Yeah, but she's a space witch.
Excuse you, she is a hot space witch. Thank you very much.
And if she can grow out her hair again, she'll be hotter, in my opinion.
Not untrue, but she does look good.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, it's your other Jedi friend,
Hello, my friend.
Eno Cordova.
Good to see you again.
My jaw hit the floor first time I got to this part of the game.
I thought he was dead.
It's an honor.
So did I. I thought the clones 86'd him when they did 66.
The honor is mine, Cal. Seer's told me everything.
Maybe he was one of the clone hating Jedi and tried not working with them. Who knows?
You chose well? Well, I wouldn't go that far.
The Empire has claimed the ruins. We'll have to find another rendezvous point.
Unfortunate. But at least the storm covered your tracks. Come. Let me escort you inside.
But yeah, I also thought that Cordova was like dead by the time of Fallen Order.
Passage heading deep into the unknown
I mean, that's what every single
as it goes. Ultimately, that failure inspired me
video we saw from BD kind of told us.
Church led me back to my
I mean, what better way to keep yourself alive than to fake your death, you know?
How have you been faring, Cal?
You think about it like that, it makes perfect sense.
Scrapes, but I'm still breathing.
I'm glad for it. I heard some news about a Jedi terrorist on
Well, I guess we gotta fulfill the prophecy. Take out the lightsaber. Sorry, Cordovo.
I said fake your death, not jeez.
Nah, we gotta fulfill the prophecy.
Well, the Mantis looks like it's seen better days.
What prophecy?
The prophecy. The prophecy which has been foretold.
where the Empire's presence.
Okay, spell it out for me. Pretend I'm Jar Jar Binks and I can't remember anything after 3 seconds.
The joke is, it's the prophecy that has been foretold.
I know, I'm being pretentious.
See, sometimes I just want to press a button and just have like either Laura Croft's little area thing happen, or like Batman's detective mode, just so I could see where things are.
Yeah, games like that do kind of get you hooked on such mechanics.
Of course, that
Yeah.
our work remains secret.
What work exactly?
Better to ask Seer yourself. Meanwhile, Marin and I will greet our new arrivals. So, how was the desert?
Cold, stormy, and too many Imperials.
Not my preferred weather forecast, but more common by the day. Where did you weather the storm?
A cave past the old market. Our Spammel friend showed us the way.
You've a habit for making new friends wherever you go.
A survival instinct, perhaps.
I intercepted some Imperial communication.
He was my
Your
friend.
reputation is
I'm the
growing.
one that made friends with
There's
them.
fear in their voices.
Quite
You're friends with all of them too.
Good. How are you feeling?
Yeah,
better.
but I'm the
It's
one that
just a
made.
web of friendship with you at the core, which means you're the most important.
Damn, this train dummy is sturdy.
Reeves must be in the
Well,
cave.
I mean, you know.
We'll meet up with him later.
Anyways, go on ahead and meet up with Seer.
The lift isn't here.
Not that one. That one. Jedi Force puzzle. Figure it out.
All right.
I'll give you a hint. It's not on an upper level. There you go.
That is a really
That
stupid
easy.
door.
I mean, it's a Jedi door. You want to talk about changes in hairstyle? Get a load of Seer.
Bald, bald, bald.
My
Eyes.
Welcome to Jedi.
I figured you would make that joke.
Wouldn't deter you.
You're rebuilding the temple archives.
We're trying. As long as this knowledge remains, the legacy of the Jedi survives.
It's incredible. But something tells me there's more to this than just holobooks.
Yes. We're a part of a network known as the Hidden Path. We provide safe passage and new identities to those who have been
We then see
persecuted.
Seer like take out a gauntlet, and the gauntlet has like a
Jedi
hidden
survivors?
lightsaber blade.
A few of us remain. But yes, and Force sensitives, and those who help them.
Why didn't you tell me?
You never asked. Besides, I hear you've been busy making yourself the Empire's most wanted.
I wanted to prove to the galaxy that the Empire isn't invulnerable. That you can resist. That you have to fight if things are gonna get better. But then they just listen to the propaganda and they pretend they're free anyways.
You chose a hard path.
And it hasn't made a difference.
Well, while the Empire's trained its eyes on you, we've been able to build the network, find allies, and save lives.
When you left, you'd just given up. I was wrong.
Cal, you were just a child when they sent you off to war. You know, there was a time when I remember that the Jedi were more than just weapons. But we both have our roles to play in this struggle.
Yeah, but that's why I'm here. Seer.
Will you get a load of this? Hey, Seer, you can't say it ain't short on personality, but
Good to see you too, Grease. Well, hello, BD.
Okay.
So, how was your time in the desert?
The storm covered our tracks, but the Empire destroyed one of your speeders.
It's a small price to pay for everybody's safe arrival. And who's this?
This is Bodokuna. He's a friend.
It's so nice to finally meet you.
This hunk of trouble. Hey, we're all together. Huh?
Yes. Now, what brings you all to
And
Jeddah?
Bode is here too.
Searching for a lost planet.
I'm still waiting for the betrayal.
It's on the other side of a deadly nebula called the Kobo of
I don't know what you're waiting for, man.
Our archives are far from
Bo-Katan's gonna betray us. I know it.
With pleasure. The trouble is, we're not the only ones looking for this place.
I knew this was sounding too easy.
Guy's name is Dagon Gera. He was a Jedi. Now he leads a band of raiders on the Outer Rim. There's an old temple there. Dagon intends to reclaim it.
A Jedi temple out of the reach of the Empire could mean that there's information there that we don't have in the archive.
I believe I have something. Oh, you're too kind, BD. I'll start with the bad news.
Oh boy, this guy knows his audience.
I found no information related to crossing the Kobo Abyss. However, I found two mentions of this Dagon Gera. He had a retreat on Kobo, and records show him frequently visiting a laboratory on its moon.
Okay, we'll check him out.
If you find anything, bring it to me. I'm happy to assist further.
Thank you. Both of you.
You're welcome, Cal. I hope you find what you're searching for.
May the Force be with you.
And with you.
Alright, first things first.
I will escort you back to the Mantis.
So you're not joining us?
I cannot.
Let's move, BD.
Just get a feel for what this place has to offer.
Fair enough.
It's so good.
Then we head out.
What brings you to Jeddah?
I came across a group during my travels. Their goal is to hide Force sensitives from the Empire. Have you ever heard of the Hidden Path?
The way is sealed, Outlander.
Alright. Let's go back down. Okay. Oop. Okay, yeah, workbench. Didn't see BD jump on it, so wasn't sure.
Jedi Knight.
Yeah.
Assist a task.
I'm Cal.
Word of your arrival has spread quickly, Noble One. Master Junda holds you in high esteem.
Seer and I have been through a lot together.
Jeddah is brimming with lost artifacts related to your order, among other traditions. Should you happen upon any scrolls or other objects of interest, I would gladly exchange some of the treasures I've unearthed for them.
I'll let you know if I find anything.
We are in your debt, Noble One.
Alright, let's see what we got.
For you, Outlander.
Lightsaber parts, mostly.
Ooh. Ooh.
I had a feeling this place would pique your interest.
Alright, let's see. I'll grab
I'll take
this
it.
one.
The knowledge you've saved is invaluable. you, noble one?
Could use this.
And detachment.
The wisdom you've recovered is a boon to us all.
Let's check out our kit.
Let's make it all pristine.
There you go. It's looking good. It's looking real good. I especially like the grip.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that grip, I'm like, yes.
Yeah, spoke to me too when I first played this game. I think I still use that grip in the game today.
I want to see if I can. Nope. Okay.
You gonna stick with white or are you gonna change color?
We're going to change to orange for a bit.
Ready to go.
All right. Feels very you, I'm not gonna lie.
Yep. And just 'cause
Which kind of the entire point of the game. So yeah.
let's go back to the red jacket.
Kind of like it with the white shirt underneath.
Yeah, but I like more kind of the dark colors.
Hey, dude, it's your playthrough. You do what you want. I'm just throwing feedback in here and there.
Yep. Yeah. No.
Still want to go with the full man beard?
Yeah.
Callan got old.
He's been through a lot, man.
He has seen the things.
Cordova said he found you while he was seeking other Jedi survivors.
Yes. Hard to believe that fate brought us together once again after all this time.
Could have used that luck when we were hunting for the holocron.
I know. Luck or fate. I'm just happy my master is alive and here with us.
Yeah.
I'm determined as ever to tend to the Jedi legacy and resist the Empire.
Okay.
Hey, Cal, hold on. I've had
Ooh, this is where you get my personal favorite stance.
gotten me out of some bad situations, and I figured it might do the same for you. It's Marin, right? Well, I could get another one if you think you might want it.
No need. Both.
master always frowned upon using blasters.
You once said it wasn't the weapon that makes you a Jedi.
It's us against the galaxy, Cal. We've got to use every advantage we can find against the Empire.
Thanks, Bode.
So blaster stance has you using a lightsaber in one hand and a blaster on the other, and instead of a power attack, you fire a shot from your blaster.
I'll show you how to use it.
Has its ammo count refilled as you perform melee combos and block enemy blaster bolts.
A real
It
Jedi
is
won't
very useful
Gotta start somewhere. There you go.
because you can buy upgrades later on. Not only that, but just like your lightsaber and BD1, the blaster is fully customizable.
How long have you been working for Sears?
I do not work for Sears.
I do not like the feel of this.
I'm not gonna lie, it does take some getting used to. That is a fact. I was not a big fan of it either when I first got it, but I started like getting into actual fights with it, and yeah, it honestly it has saved me from a lot of enemy groups. So I would request that you just play around with it for a while
Well,
and make a final decision later.
yeah, let's refill.
Because I do get it. Like, don't worry, I do get it.
Cause like I'm okay with like having like ranged
Nice
weapons,
seeing you again, Mary.
like
You too.
throwing ranged attacks into like melee combos.
Perhaps I will still be here when you
Sure.
return.
It's just having it be on Y feels very weird for me. I'm used to like having to press something like RB or LB to basically bring up the secondary weapon menu.
Sure. I mean, like I said, you don't have to stick with it. I just think it's worth giving a try.
Yeah. He said it's customizable, so
Time for an upgrade.
I don't think you have any parts for it yet, but yes, it is customizable. Oh, okay. DL44. Go figure.
make it as clean as possible.
That should do it.
Alrighty, let's get off this desert planet.
So next,
Yep.
let's go to.
Now you can choose. You can either go to Dagan Gera's private resort on the Shattered Moon, or you can go back to Kobo. I would recommend the Shattered Moon
See, that's Kobo.
because the Shattered Moon won't take all that long realistically, and you'll get another new stance.
Hmm.
It's honestly my least favorite stance in the game, if I'm going to be 100% real with you.
It turns out it's the most broken stance, but it has like the highest learning curve.
Honestly, having used it as minimally as I have, that might be the case. I'm not even going to lie.
Understood.
wait, please. It would be so funny if it's 3 saber style.
Sorry, you're not going to be Zoro from One Piece in this.
Oh, but that would be so cool, right? Just like
Lightsaber in each hand with another lightsaber between your teeth.
Yep. Or we could go 4 sword
Arr,
style.
arr, 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 arr.
Yeah. Or we could go four saber style and have
Now you're
one
just
just
trying to be Killer B from Naruto.
no, what was it? The joke for like what would happen if Zoro did four sword style and people like just tried to draw like how would that look? Would he have two swords in his mouth? No, no.
I don't think any man, even in One Piece, can open their jaw that wide.
Besides Luffy. Um
Well, Luffy cheats.
yeah, he's made of rubber, so um
Yeah, Luffy cheats.
yeah. Nah, so like the four sword style for Zoro is one in each hand, one in his mouth, and then he has a sword being held by his butt cheeks.
We're almost there.
Oh god damn it.
I'm saying by the butt cheeks because it's up, so it's like against his back.
Yeah. I'm glad he doesn't do that.
Yeah. When he was a kid, he did do 100, like try to do like 100 sword style.
You'd need psychic powers to do that.
No, it looked funnier than you than you think.
But if we find
I'm
something
sure.
that'll help us navigate the Kobo Abyss, so be it.
The way Grease tells it, the abyss is a ship graveyard. And now we're on a lunar graveyard.
A lot of graveyards.
A lot of graveyards.
Oh yeah, so I sent you the question.
Yeah, and I have been giving it some thought, and I'm gonna be honest. Only certain. So you know what? Give the prompt first, because otherwise people are going to be confused to all hell.
Okay, so I was on YouTube and I came across like a YouTube Shorts where they were like, yeah, you know the billion lions versus one of every Pokemon and how it would be a slaughter for the lions since the Pokemon would just demolish them no matter what.
Yeah,
So the question is, one of every dual monster versus one of every Pokemon.
yeah, and I'm going to be honest. That face off would actually be more lopsided than you would initially think,
Yep.
because one of the a follow up question I asked was if dual monsters would have access to spells and traps that are directly correlated to them. You know, like Dark Magician having Thousand Knives and the like. Because a dual monster, because without those cards, a dual monster is very limited in what it can do. Whereas Pokemon have a lot of versatility. But if a dual monster has like an entire archetype built around itself and spells and trap cards to support it, then those dual monsters will excel against Pokemon who only have who only have four moves to use at any given time.
You see, I would say like you don't even really need any like of the spells and traps because there are monsters where when they're summoned on the field, their effect is just destroy all monsters on the field besides this one.
True, true,
So
but
eh,
if you look at the lesser monsters, is like my big argument, because like Karibo's not going to stand a chance against much of anything outside of its ability to use multiply.
yeah, but like even then, like just like the number of dual monsters just exceeds the number of
Yeah, the
Pokemon.
number of dual monsters is stupid high. Like there's practically any Pokemon in existence in comparison.
Yeah. And I'm not going to like we're not going to count okay, I was about ready to to swipe at that droid
You're good. He's harmless.
because
He's
like
about as dangerous as 3PO is, if I'm going to be completely
yeah.
honest.
We'll need to reinforce the chamber.
But like even and like if we needed to go into like stuff like the anime or the mangas, like there are like plenty of cards where just their
Yeah,
existence is like a galaxy ending threat for All right, my dude.
You have chosen death.
No. Right here, BD.
Let my data die! Cheater!
Woo!
You'll play! How's that?
They were waiting.
There you go. I wouldn't.
But no, it's like Pokemon versus Duel
But
Monsters.
but the question is, for those monsters that have an ability that auto nukes the field, how many Pokemon have the ability to potentially circumvent it? Because if we're going to include stuff like legendaries, Giratina could just dip into the spatial realm to dodge the attack. Dialga has his Roar of Time. Palkia, his spatial rend, he could just straight up move the blast away from him.
That was a droid.
I never said you couldn't destroy the droids.
Yeah.
You thought that was a force thing.
Yeah. Saw the blue lights. It was around the corner.
Yeah, no, that's deceptive. That is cheeky game design. And like other legendaries too, Xerneas, for example, could arguably counteract that effect with his own powers.
Yeah. But I think like even if like there are like instances where like the Pokemon can like just take out a good portion of dual monsters, I honestly just think the dual monsters just because of sheer
Yeah, no,
numbers.
there were certainly some Pokemon that would prove to be a challenge, but ultimately they would simply be outnumbered.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
I'm going to be real with you. I don't quite remember what to do here.
My thought process is I could no because I think this area was
I mean,
the
worst case scenario, go a route you haven't gone yet.
yeah.
Looks pretty active.
Wait.
To me.
Go.
Hey, buddy. Stim.
Another lightsaber grip.
Okay, so we can run through that one. So why was I not able to run into here?
Bad feeling.
A bug, I guess.
Yeah,
Me too.
because whenever I tried to run through here
Or maybe you
before,
were pressed up against a weird angle that just blocked you.
maybe because it was like right here
I
too.
don't know. Comment section, you decide what it was.
I'm not taking any chances.
Honestly, smart. Bedlam Raider. See, this is where the blaster stance comes in handy. You can be fighting off a Bedlam Raider, and right after you parry them, you can shoot a droid.
They really don't want us looking around, do they? Need to pick me up.
Okay. I'll see how this stance actually. Okay. There you go, BD.
Yeah. Honestly, actually, well, go ahead and stop real quick.
Okay.
If you want to experiment with this stance, Kobo is a much better training spot than this place.
Hmm.
But it's ultimately going to be your call. And I only say that just because Kobo is so expansive and has so many different types of enemies.
Yeah.
Whereas here, you're really only going to run into raiders and droids.
Where's the laboratory?
The laboratory is off limits. The laboratory is inaccessible.
You're okay. Find somewhere to hide.
I don't have access. I tried to tell them. Please, leave me be.
The Raiders really did a number on these droids.
So bad for all these droids. Like, they're just stuck here. They're not allowed to leave. They aren't. It's just like they're stuck. Loot.
Unique metal.
New weapon material. Unique metal.
Unlock that fast travel. Not fast travel, shortcuts.
Same difference with different similarities.
Yep.
I have said that most of my whole life, and it drives my sister up the freaking wall.
Okay, Grievous.
Grievous bodyguard, technically, but sure. You can't deny that opening was fire. That intro was fire. Yeah, Blaster Stand's not going to help you here. You might want to switch back to duel.
Another.
Lost functionality. Apply. Submit. Rebooting protocols. Target death evident.
Got this. Stay focused. There you go.
Never thought I'd have to fight a Magna Guard. Good job.
A new emitter. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and say right now, Blaster Stance is going to be pretty useless against bosses. But for mowing down enemies that you run across while exploring, pretty helpful. I'm impressed you didn't just fall right into it. I was worried that you might. One might say it shocked me.
No, I'm not jumping off.
You considered it, though.
I considered it.
You would have done it if you had stims.
Yep.
You would have done it if you had stims. I know you.
Okay, that seems to be the correct direction. So
Let
let's
us know in the comments how bad you think that joke was.
let's cut this for this shortcut. Ow.
Now,
What's this? Let's get this data disk back to Z. This is strange.
Are you going to run again? We're gonna take you out. Hey, stay here. Get in there. How was he doing that? I'll catch you. Get him already. What's out?
don't forget to use the blaster.
Don't mess this up. I'm on it.
Now Cal knows what a Jedi general in the Clone Wars felt like.
You're dead.
Buddy, help!
You're going down. This is important. I'll get you.
Your target is 150 if you aren't able to see it.
Fighting.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you destroyed him. On him. Kill the enemy.
He was 1 day away from retirement.
Oh god.
Pretty
I wasn't expecting
God's this.
the bombs, so
Yeah. Not only that, but you parried literally
I
nothing.
understand. It's an echo in the force, but whatever I did doesn't seem to have helped. The echo's still here.
Can't run from me. Get him.
But yeah, the blasters one-shot the droids, so
Won't get me.
yeah, you use counters to counter. You use parries and counterattacking to charge it up, and then just use the blaster to mow through them. You're fully reloaded.
Someone else get
yep.
him. They're down.
It's really cool because eventually you can unlock a replacement for your power shot that will where called a ricochet bullet, I think, where once it hits a target, the bullet will splinter off and shoot something nearby.
Ooh. Okay, that might
Yeah,
make it.
that
The fact that that's
is
an upgrade makes it worth it.
yeah,
I'm on you.
yeah. That became my main. I'm not gonna lie. That is what made the blaster stance my main. Stop getting destroyed! Suiciders. You know, that was. So I might recommend you save your like massive force slow thing for when
Yeah.
you run into that.
Yeah, because I'm not giving up on this.
This video doesn't end until he beats it.
Yeah.
You might want to just stick with dual stance because that was working for the most part.
Yeah, but I think this is like a good opportunity to practice.
Fair enough. I mean, like I keep saying, do what you want. I'm just here to give advice. You see the ammo count, right?
Yeah.
All right, making sure because that took a while for me to get used to. At least the game is nice enough to make Cal auto aim for you.
Yeah.
Make me.
Let me just. Thank you.
Honestly, good strat. Good strat. All right, 100 more to go. Grenade.
All right.
Just move out of the way. There you go. The dumbest thing is they're taking themselves out more than they are you, even when they hit you. All right, less than 20 more to go. You did it.
Yeah, I kept having the most issues with the when the bombers come out.
Yeah, no. Once the kamikaze crew was handled, you were fine.
Because there were just so many of them. All right. All right. Let's
Look out ahead, BD! Not out of it yet. You kidding me?
I'm impressed you were able to figure that out quickly.
Sector 5 Delta, no anomalies. Scanning. Sector 5 Epsilon, no anomalies. Scanning. Sector 5 Zeta.
Unstoppable as ever, BD.
Anomaly. The sky is broken. We've been attacked.
It's
And now you're back where you started.
Yep. Let's just come here.
So a quick way back once you get where you're going.
Yep. Okay. Okay, it's an energizing flurry. I said let's end off this episode right here,
All right.
since we've been going on for a bit. And the next episode, we shall continue.
Next
on the
episode,
story.
we should get through. We should be done with this moon, and we'll be able to return to Kobo.
Hopefully. But yeah, remember to like, comment, subscribe to all that good stuff, and go check out Kohga's channel. And if he wants to say go watch something on his channel, he'll do it now.
Go check out Skyward Isekai. That series, by the time of this recording, is almost done.
Yep. So yeah, do all that good stuff, and we'll see you guys next one.
Later, nerds.
Peace.